that carried out the killing without victims to local investigation or due process. Further note that the incident was condemned across the county. 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 Vigilant acting without any local authority or oversight, intercepted victims, accused them of being kidnappers, and authoritative oversight without investigation. No evidence attributed only constitute a gross violation of the constitutional right to life, also represented dangerous erosion of the rule of law, constitutional right to life. Further discovers that the brutal murder of this innocent individual has rendered hundreds of our children orphan, many of whom have now been forced out of school due to the sudden and premature loss of their parent. The primary breadwinners of their families. If urgent intervention is not taken, there is real danger that our vulnerable children may resort to street begging for survival, while female children in particular risk being exposed to exploitation, abuse, and involvement in negative social practice, thereby compounding the cycle of poverty, trauma, and social instability within affected communities. What is that the extrajudicial violence not only violates the fundamental right of the life guaranteed under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but also reflect a dangerous breakdown in law and order. The increasing resort to mob justice and the unchecked operations of unregulated vigilant groups who threat to national unity, public safety, and rule of law. Further worries that of equal concern is ethnic profiling associated with this incident, which is left unaddressed, could fuel intercommunal tension and threaten Nigerian fragile social cohesion. These killings, carried out without local investigation or trial, constitute an approach to justice and a stain of our collective conscience as a nation. Concern that the proliferation of arms among local hunters and vigilant groups, many of whom operate without proper registration, licensing, or oversight, has contributed to the rise in extrajudicial killing and unlawful use of force in rural communities. As practically demonstrated in Oromi incident, the lack of regulated framework for community security has created an environment where self-styled enforcers carry weapons without accountability, thereby posing a serious threat to public safety and national cohesion. Also concerned that the persistent neglect of socio-economic needs of grassroots communities continue. Further concerned that the persistent neglect of socio-economic needs of grassroots communities continue to fuel prostration, insecurity, and rural-urban migration, as many young people flee hardship in search of better opportunities, leaving their villages depopulated and vulnerable to crime, poverty, and social disintegration. There is therefore an urgent need for government at all levels to invest in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and economic empowerment in rural areas to promote local government of autonomy and inclusive development and stability. Then the phrase, commend President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Tinubu for his swift directive to security agencies to thoroughly investigate the Urumi killings and ensure that the perpetrators are brought to justice. Commend the Governor of Edo, His Excellency Monday, for decisively disbanding the illegal vigilant groups implicated in the killing and constituting a fact-finding committee to prove the incident, and as well as Governor of Kano State, His Excellency Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf, for his proactive effort in promoting peace and showing solidarity with the families of the victim. Encourage the Governor of Edo to expedite the ongoing investigation, ensure the prosecution of those found culpable, and facilitate prompt payment of adequate compensation for the brave families. Call on the Senate to observe a minister in solemn honor to the victim of this senseless and tragic act of violence. Further call on the relevant committees on the national security and intelligence, police affairs and human rights to monitor the responses of the government and security agencies to this incident. Recommend appropriate legislative measures to regulate and proportionalize the operation of community and